So I saw COUGHLAN's video, all of the videos, about where he was talking about what's been going on between him and his girlfriend. Well, for those who don't know, COUGHLAN announced that he was going to get married to another YouTuber named Peach, XXX Peach, XXX, I think. And that was great. You know, when I first heard about that, I thought, wow, that's fantastic. Good for them. And then, just a few days ago, COUGHLAN announced on his channel that not only are they not getting married, but she found someone else and she fell in love. And I don't remember if she said to him that she doesn't want to talk to him again or something. No. She said she doesn't want him to come over anymore. Which must be quite a thing to hear from someone that you loved. And when I listened to it, it reminded me so much of what happened to me. And any of my subscribers or friends who have been watching my videos, they saw exactly what happened to me and my girlfriend. And I couldn't help but empathize, completely and feel very sympathetic, because I went through the same thing, and I still am going through the same thing, actually. I'm still dealing with it. What happened later on was that Peach got a lot of negative feedback from a lot of fans of COUGHLAN and subscribers and people, and even subscribers of Peach just turned against her, and it really devastated her, and eventually she canceled her YouTube account, or she closed it down. And that really devastated COUGHLAN, and he subsequently closed down his account as well. And from my understanding is that what's going on between Peach and COUGHLAN right now is they might not even be friends anymore, which is, very depressing to hear. I guess the one thing that he said was that if he could, change one thing in the past, it would be never to make that video. And yeah, definitely, looking in hindsight, yeah, that would be the case. But I also, if I were to just give my own take on this, I can't blame him for wanting to make that video. I guess, like he said in the video, that was his, he just wanted to tell his subscribers what was going on so that they would hear it from him before they would hear it from anyone else. And I thought that was a pretty decent rationale. But I can say from my experience, I wanted to make that video because, that's what we do. I mean, we're YouTubers. We make videos. This is how we deal with things sometimes. And sometimes making a video helps in some way, or I don't know. I can't speak on his behalf, but I know that for me, it helped to hear from my friends and my subscribers. I wanted comfort. Because I was in a lot of pain, and I wanted something. I don't know what it was. I don't know if I got that, but I do know that a lot of people on YouTube actually do care about me on some way, on some level, and that was nice. But whatever you do for yourself, there are consequences for that. What Peach did, she did it for herself, and well, there were consequences to that. Then COUGHLAN made a video, and then there were consequences to that. It's the same thing that happened to me. I mean, there were consequences when I made my video, and when everything else happened. It's just, that's how it is. But it's a matter of knowing what those consequences are before you make the decision to do it, so you can make an informed decision. But I guess, when I'm thinking about what happened to him, I feel sorry for everyone involved. It's hard for me to feel sorry for the guy that Peach fell in love with, though. Like, whenever I think about him, I like, instinctively, I just think, wow, what an asshole. But is he to blame? I don't know. I mean, my ex-girlfriend fell in love with her ex-boyfriend, and I called him, a pile of shit. And I hate him. But why? Is it because he really is a horrible person, or is it because I was treated in a way that made me feel bad? And the knee-jerk reaction to that is, well, you harm me, I harm you. And that's awful. And maybe that's something that's instinctive to human beings, and we need to control that. We need to understand that that instinctive reaction can have horrible consequences, horrible outcomes that you never ever wanted to wish upon someone else. And I know that. And I can see the pain that COUGHLAN's in, and I really feel for him, because he reacted from his pain, and all it did was just make things worse, which is, it happens. But I can say this much, if she can't forgive him for what he did, then all it means is that she doesn't value him as a person that much to begin with, I would say. Remember what I was talking about forgiveness before? Well, it's a complicated subject, and I really don't know anymore. But I do know that if she can't find it in herself to forgive him for what he did, then maybe she's not worth the affection that he's giving her. It's just speculation on my part. I don't know. Well, I really don't have much doubt that he'll be back. I really do think he'll be back. These things, they happen, but you can't keep a person down for too long. As long as they're resilient enough, they come back, and they'll keep on coming back, as they should, because in the end, this is what we have.